Today we are going to see something related to counting. Okay, counting. Okay, so first program. Students, am I audible? Students, respond me. Students, anyone respond me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes. Okay. So today's first program. Write a program to count the number of words in the input string. Okay. Suppose if you are giving a program to get the input string from the user, so the string is, that is a collection of characters. Okay, sequence of character. You can give a sentence or a single word or single character into the string. Okay, so now our program is we have to process that input string and display the number of words in that particular string. Okay, words means everyone know. So whenever it sees the space, it will count that before the space will be a word. Okay, like that it will count. So we have one function to split string into words. What is the function, students? Which function will help you to make string into a list of words, list of string? Anyone? So the first line should be getting the input from the user. Okay, so enter the string. Students, anyone tell me which function will convert or split that string into a list of words? Actually, I itself told the answer. Okay, split is the function. Split function will help you to convert string into list of strings. Okay, list of words. Okay, actually it will display whatever you are giving inside. It will display. It will split as a words. Okay, so we will see now str1 dot split. Okay, so we can give any delimiter here. Okay, so what we are going to process, we are going to split by the space. Okay, if you do this, it will split by the space and display a list of words. Okay, so now how to count the number of words in this L? Okay, now it is L is a group of words. Okay, that is a list of words. Okay, so see, I will display the output first to the entire list. Okay, that created list. Then tell me, students, how to count the number of words in this list. Students, everyone understood the program? Respond me, everyone. Okay, so see the execution. Students, anyone respond me? Is the screen visible? Yes. So see, first we are going to get the input by using input function. So here I am going to give Python programming is easy. Okay, this is the string I want to give
Sir, why sir you want
string what for?
EC why sir want sir EC எதனால போடணும் சார்?
easy எதனால போடுறோமா?
ப்ரோக்ராம் வந்து ஈஸியா இருக்கும்.
No, we are giving just a string. Okay, you can give any string. I am giving like this. Okay, Python programming is easy. That's all. Okay, so now here you can see manually you can count the number of words here. How many words are here, students, in this string? In this string, how many words are there? That is our program. Okay, we want to count the number of words in this string.
25.
Okay, how to convert? How to count? How many ba? So
22
1,
sir.
2, right?
22 sir.
Not characters. Understand, students? I asked a number of words. Words na உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் இல்லையா? This is one word. Python is a word. Programming is another word. Is another word. I think everyone know the word, the letter,
Yes, sir.
character,
Yes, sir.
sentence, everything you know, right? So now the split function help you to make it as a list of strings. Okay, how to convert? See, it automatically splits by using the space as a delimiter. See here. So now this is a list. Now we converted the string into list by using split function. It automatically converts a list of items. Every item is every word of this string. Okay, so now tell me how many words are here. How to count this? 0 position, 1 position, second position, third position. Okay, so if you display this output means it will display this one. Okay, but actually this is not our output. I need from this list how to count the number of items, number of words. Which function will help you to count the number of words? Students? For string, number of characters. How to length of the string? By using len function. Okay, the same thing you can use it for the list also. Okay, it will count the number of items. This is first item, second item, third one, fourth one. Okay, so totally the length is 4, so it will display 4 words are there. Okay, so this is the thing we are going to edit in this program. Okay, see here and note down. Instead of printing the L, we are going to use len of L. Okay, okay, so here you can give number of words equal to, okay, then you can give len of L. Okay, instead of counting the string, we are going to count the list we created by using split function. Okay, so it will automatically display the output after converting the, I'm going to give the same input here. Python programming is easy. Okay, the same input you can give any string here. Okay, suppose if they're giving anything in the question means you can use the same string. Otherwise, you can use your own input. Okay. So I given the input and now I want to split as a list, and after that I want to count the number of items in the list. Okay. The same again now also you see it created the list, and by using this len function now I want to count to the length. Okay, see here length is 4. So number of words equal to 4. Okay, this is the easiest way to count number of words in the string. Okay, you need two things. First one, we have to convert into list of string. Second one, counting the number of items present in the list. Okay, understood everyone? Students, everyone understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப முக்கியம். நீங்க கவனிக்கிறீங்களோ இல்லையோ எப்படிங்கிறது எனக்கு தெரியாது இல்லையா? ஸோ நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. புரியுதா இல்லையா? இல்ல புரியலைன்னா திரும்ப கேளுங்க. ஐ வில் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் யூ வித் டிஃபரண்ட் இன்புட் அண்ட் வேற மாதிரி கூட நம்ம சொல்லலாம். தமிழ்ல கூட எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ எல்லாமே நீங்க சொல்றதுல தான் இருக்கு. நீங்க எதுவுமே சொல்லாம அமைதியா இருந்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு எதுவும் தெரியாது. நான் கேட்கும்போது ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க. சரியா? அவுட் ஆஃப் 40 மெம்பர்ஸ் ஒரே ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் 2 ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்றீங்க. So kindly note down, this is a program to count number of words in the string. Okay. So by using the same methodology, now next program. Okay. Next program எப்படி பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிறது நீங்களே சொல்லுங்க. Count the number of digits. Okay, number of digits in a string accepted from user. That is our program. Okay, write a program to count the number of digits in a string accepted from user. So example நான் சொல்றேன். என்ன example அப்படின்னா, suppose your string it will be like this. Okay, Python CS083. CS083 is our subject code. Okay, so now if you give this input, it will count to the digits. How many digits are here, students, in this string? Students, how many numbers are there? So these are numbers in this string. It will count the number of digits here and display in the output. Number of digits equal to 3. Okay, only 3 digits are here. Okay, so now tell me which method we can implement in this program. Anyway, first thing we are going to get the input. The same thing we are going to do now. The first step is same. Next one, students, what we can tell? How to execute this program? Anyone? We need to check every character of a string. Okay, so to processing every string we need to go for string traversing. Okay, what is string traversing, students? How we can traverse the string? Students, so before that we have to create a variable, that is the number of digits, d equal to 0 I am going to create. After that we are going to process every string, every character, that is a string traversing. So for I in str1, okay, now it will process one by one character. Whatever we are giving input, it is going to process. For example, this is our input. It will process, first time it will process p, second time y, third time t, like that it will process every character until the last one. Okay, what we need in our program means we need to count only the numbers, no need of these things. So we have some function that only satisfied for numbers. What is the function, students? Students, checking only the number, whether the character is number or not. Okay, what is the function, students?
Yes, digit. Yes, digit.
Yes, very good. Is digit. Okay, so if I dot is digit, okay, if you use this function, okay, what will happen? It checks for every character. For remaining characters like characters, that is alphabet or space, it will return false here. Okay, if false means it will not execute. Okay, it will go for else part, but actually we are not going to give else part. So when it comes to numbers, it will be true. Okay, if it matches with the true means what we are going to do is we are going to increment the d value. Okay, d equal to d plus 1. Already we initialized that variable d equal to 0. Okay, so every time it processing the digit means it will increment after processing all the characters. Okay, after processing all the characters, we are going to give the final thing, that output statement, number of digits equal to. Okay, you can give d. That's all. Okay, this is our program to count a number of digits in a string. Okay, so now anyone tell me the input, students? It going to ask the input. See, enter the string. The same program. Students, anyone tell me, pa, input? Tikshana, Tikshana, are you there?
Digit 1, 2, 3.
Digit 1, 2, 3. Okay, right. So we are going to process this string, collection of character, combination of alphabets and numbers. Okay, now we are going to count only the numbers. Okay, so it's going to process one by one. Okay, initially d is 0, and we are going to process one by one character, right? By for loop, first it will process the first character d. It actually it fails this condition, so it goes for the next character. You can see this flow. Only 9 and 10 will execute. Okay, if it is true only, it will go for the 11th step. That is only for numbers. Okay, so next one will process. After processing one, it is satisfied, so it is going to increment the d value. That is a thing we are implemented. Okay, so after completing all the characters, it is going to display the final output, number of digits equal to 3. Okay, understood everyone? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So like this, you can give any program. Okay, they will ask count number of spaces. Okay, count number of uppercase, count number of lowercase. Okay, everything they will ask. Okay, so only you want to change the program. Okay, suppose if in the same program they are using multiple things like statistics, display number of uppercase letters, number of lowercase letters, that also we already implemented. So like that, you need to know the functionality of this function. This function will only help you to this implementation. Okay, so kindly understand. So note down, students, everyone note down with the output. So next program, students, you itself try to tell the answer. Okay, so next program. Next program, you see, write a program to accept a string from the user, and count the frequency of alphabet A and C. Okay, for example, if your input is program to count, okay, this is the input, right? So it should count the number of times that A and C appears. Okay, so your output will be number of A. how many times the A appears? You can see the entire string only one time. Okay. And the number of C, if you count means that will also 1. Okay, instead of C also you can use any character. Okay, so just for example I given this. Okay, so you can use another input also. Understood everyone? Students? Students, everyone understood the program? Count the frequency means the number of occurrences of the particular character. Okay, so now tell me students how to do this program. First step, as usual, we are going to get the input from the user, that is by using input function, enter any string. Okay, any string you can give as an input. Okay, next the previous program we counted the number of digits, so that we used a d variable initialized with 0. Okay, but here we are going to count two things, one is a, another one is c. So I'm going to use the two variables. Okay, a equal to 0, c equal to 0. Okay, then again we want to count the entire characters, all the characters. So same method, traversing for I in str1. Okay, so now students, I means that is every character it going to process. So how to check the particular character is a or c? Students, anyone tell me? I only getting the character from the input string. Okay, so we want to give the condition if I equal to a. This is the first one. Okay, if it is matches with a means we are going to count the value for a. Okay, a equal to 0 we already initialized, no, so we are going to count the value a equal to a plus 1. Suppose if it not satisfied and it exactly matches with the next character, that is C. Okay. L if I equal to C means if it's satisfied, we can count the value for C by incrementing its value. Okay. So no need of other characters. Okay. So no need to give the else condition also. So only these two conditions, right? That's all. So it's going to process all the characters. After completing all the characters, we need to display the output. Okay. Print number of A. Okay, so you can give a here. So don't confuse with this a and this a. Okay, this is a constant, this is a variable. Okay, so it keep on changing it. This we are accessing this a and c here. Okay, understood? So next line we are going to print number of c. Okay, number of c in the input. So this is the program. So now tell me students any string that contains both a and c. Okay, any input you can tell me students. See, it requires the entire string. Okay, it requires an input. Students, anyone tell me ba input? Students, anyone? Give me the input.
Account.
Account. Okay. So manually we can count the characters. Okay, but programmatically this is the method. Okay, so it created the string account. Now we created new variables a equal to 0, c equal to 0 here, right? So now we are going to process the character one by one. First it starts with the a. Okay, first character a. Okay, so it exactly matches with the first condition and it's going to increment the value a. Okay, so see here a value change it to 1. The next one C, it matches, so it incremented the C here, and C also changed 0 to 1. Again next C, again C is changed to 2. Okay, like this it going to process everything. Okay, don't worry, it will count only A and C. Remaining things it not going to do anything. So after completing everything, it displays the output number of A 1. Okay, in the input string number of A 1. Okay, then number of C 2. Okay, so this is your program. So like this we can exactly match the characters. Okay, whether a small letter or capital letter. Okay, if they are telling both a small letter and a capital letter means you should give the condition like this. Here you can use relational operator, sorry, logical operator, or that is used to combine two or more conditions. So you can give capital A also. Okay, I equal to A or I equal to capital A. If both the thing satisfied means it will count to the A variable. Okay, and like this you can also use here. Okay, like this you can use any kind of variables for any kind of conditions. You can use these things. Okay, for example, see here I'm going to, sorry, I'm going to give the input different one. Now what I'm going to give is application. Okay, so here application is the input. Capital A also there, small a is all there. Okay, so if you process everything, we use the condition or. Or means at least anyone satisfied means it will be satisfied, and this if statement will execute. Okay, so see here it shows number of a 2, so it actually counted capital A and small a. Okay, 2 a are there, C only C, 1 C is there, right? So it counts both the small a and the capital A. Okay, so depending upon your program you can change the conditions. Okay, multiple conditions you need to give means the same statement you can use or case, and depending upon requirement you can also use and case. Okay, and case means both the conditions should satisfy. Okay, or means at least one satisfy, right? Understood everyone? Students, everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, ஸோ இந்த ஆர் கேஸ் அண்டு கேஸ் பற்றி சொல்லும்போது ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு ஸ்டோரி, ஓகேவா? ஸோ உங்களுக்கு ஈஸியாக ஞாபகம் இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக நான் ஒரு சின்ன ஸ்டோரி ஒன்று சொல்கிறேன், ஓகேவா? என்னன்னா இந்த லாஜிக் கேட்டை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ஆர் கேட் அண்டு கேட் ரெண்டு கேட்டு முக்கியமாக இருக்குது, ஓகேவா? எப்படி ஈஸியாக ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா, இந்த ஆர் அப்படிங்கிற கேட் வந்து வெரி குட், ஒரு குட் பர்சன், ஓகேவா? நல்லவன். எப்படின்னா ஏதாவது ஒரு ட்ரூ நமக்கு கிடைக்காதா, கிடைச்சதுன்னா நம்ம அவுட்புட்டு ட்ரூ பண்ணிடலாம் அப்படின்னு அது தேடிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். ஓகே, அது ரொம்ப நல்லது, ஒன்று கிடைச்சா கூட போதும் அப்படின்ட்டு. அதே அண்டு கேட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு ஃபால்ஸு கிடைக்காதா, ஏன்னா அது கெட்டது, அண்டு கேட்டுங்கிறது ஒரு கெட்டதுன்னு நினச்சிக்கோங்க, ஒரு கெட்டவன் அப்படி. ஸோ ஒரு ஃபால்ஸ் கிடைச்சிடாதா, நம்ம ஃபால்ஸ் பண்ணிடலாம் அப்படின்னே அது யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ அதுலேருந்தே நீங்கள் ஈஸியாக புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம், ஆர் கேட் வந்து ஒரு ட்ரூ கிடைச்சா கூட ஓகே நம்ம ட்ரூ பண்ணிடலாம், சூப்பராக நம்ம வந்து அவுட்புட்டை எனேபிள் பண்ணி விட்டுடலாம். ட்ரூனா எனேபிள் ட்ரூன்னு சொல்லலாம், ஒன்னுன்னு சொல்லலாம், எது வேணால் சொல்லலாம், ஓகேவா? பட் அண்டு கேட் அப்படிங்கிறது அப்படியே ஆப்போசிட், ஒரு கெட்டவன், ஒரு ஃபால்ஸ் கிடைக்காதான்னு அது பார்த்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். எல்லாமே ஒரு ஃபால்ஸ் கிடைச்சதுன்னா அது ஃபால்ஸ் பண்ணி விட்டுரும். ஸோ இதுதான் ரெண்டுக்கும் உள்ள மேஜர் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ், ஓகேவா? ஒரு ஃபால்ஸ் கிடைச்சா கூட அண்டு வந்து ஃபால்ஸ் பண்ணிடும், சரியா? அதனால தான் ஆர் கேட்டை வந்து ஒரு நல்லவனாகவும் அண்டு கேட்டை ஒரு கெட்டவனாகவும் நம்ம யோசித்து வச்சுருந்தோம்னா நம்மளால ஈஸியாக எந்த ஒரு கண்டிஷன்ஸும் நம்மளால ப்ராசஸ் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகே, ஸோ அட்லீஸ்ட்டு ஒரு ட்ரூ இருந்தால் போதும் ஆர் கேட்டுக்கு. பட் அண்டு கேட்டுக்கு எல்லாமே ட்ரூவாக வேணும், சரியா? அது எப்பவுமே ஃபால்ஸையே பார்க்கும், ஆர் கேட் வந்து எப்பயும் ட்ரூவையே பார்க்கும். ஓகேவா? புரிஞ்சுதா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்? ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் புரிஞ்சுதா ஏதாவது?
Yes.
எஸ், வெரி குட். Right. Then, so your homework, one homework note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. The next one is homework. I think everyone noted this program. The next homework, you see, write a program to display the largest word from the string. Okay, largest word from the string. So before itself, I told you the example. For example, your string is Python programming is easy. Okay, this is the input means. So now tell me which one is the largest word, students.
Programming.
Yes, very good. So programming is the word which is the largest word. Okay, longest word. So manually we can do, right? But programmatically we have to do something and display it exactly this word. Okay, whatever may be the input, it should display the longest word, right? So this is your homework. Okay, so for this input, it should produce the output programming. Okay, so kindly note down this first homework. And second one, second homework, very easy. Write a program to accept a string and display it in uppercase. Okay, you should convert everything into uppercase. Understood? Students, you get a input string and convert everything into uppercase and display. Understood, Pa?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the two program. So kindly do it now. Do it now. And if there is any doubt, ask me. Okay. So do it now. I will be in the meeting only. Do it now. So with this, we are going to complete the string related things. Okay. Tomorrow, you are going to write a MCQ test. Students, the portion I already told you, full string chapter. Okay. So kindly go through everything. And yesterday itself, I shared the material for string MCQ. Okay. So kindly go through all the things and get ready for the tomorrow's exam. Okay, now students kindly do this homework and if there is any doubt ask me. Okay, do it now. These two